Hey, Gutfoxx here. So, we just saw the basically gameplay breakdown of SDS. Going through a lot. There's a trailer here, and generally in these trailers, they go through a lot of things that they change year to year. We'll kind of break it down. I don't know if we want to go frame by frame, but they're showing a lot of hitting right here. Like they kind of went through a lot of this stuff. I'm trying to look for like hidden stuff. Did anybody see any like hidden legends or anything in here? Chris Bryant's not a legend. He's an actual Cub. So we got Gallo and his big old swing. I mean, we're thinking of like, Robin. Like this could potentially they rework the fielding near the walls and some sort of like robbing home runs interface. But that wasn't like terrible. Let's do. We're not gonna do. No, there's no rock bottom on this channel. They only sponsor the main channel. So we got the bat flips, of course, with the cover athlete feature premiere. I don't know if that's necessarily like the trailer. Or not, but it's more like a tease for like this feature premiere stream that they're going through. So they went through a lot of kind of feature premiere, like what the future holds for a lot of this stuff, and they're gonna go through it every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, aka 6 p.m. Eastern. Roll forward from here. Today we're gonna go through gameplay styles, hitting and pitching, par, pinpoint pitching, practice, and a little bit more. Not a whole lot more than that. They have a legend reveal. They revealed Alfonso Soriano in the most hilarious way possible. Basically be like, yo, is this Derek Jeter? No, it's Soriano. So they kind of had us. The Jeter troll was kind of freaking hilarious, which we'll show at the end here. So with this, let's fast forward. This is some of the things that we're going to go through in the future. Complete fielding overhaul. Introduction to ball player franchise, March to October. Goes next gen, and Diamond Dynasty is going to be the wrap up of the series. So gameplay styles, I can wrap it up pretty quickly. Casual is basically going to be very easy thanks to Sub 6 Hearts. Simulation is going to be basically all stats, and competitive is going to be all user input. So simulation is something like it's going to like they said they took out discipline from check swings this year. I'm guessing that's only on the competitive game mode, aka the online game mode. So obviously, like, you can't just set your settings and then online play that way for like difficulty levels or pitch speeds, that kind of stuff. You can set that kind of stuff for offline, and then like so simulation will have more of the stats making more of a sense and a little bit more randomness, kind of like baseball, where it's competitive. They're trying to go more for user stick skills and that for online head to head. So. The different games, though, like if you played Madden before, it's very familiar. This is what Madden's done for a few years. And Madden, here's the thing. The devs, I think, really regret doing this kind of thing for Madden because basically now you have 3 games to tune and their feedback's all mixed up between the 3 because nobody's going to say, hey, the game plays this way. But then they won't say like, oh, I'm only playing on simulation. I'm only playing Road to the Show. I'm only playing franchise. I'm only playing online head-to-head. So it's going to be they're going to get mixed messages, which is one of the pitfalls of it. So I like the idea overall, but a lot like communism, it works in theory, but sometimes, it really sucks IRL. So we're going to see that going forward for MLB, and of course, we'll see what they do with that. So there you go. Obviously, if you just get in the game, you go casual. They also have their dynamic difficulty. Of course, this is only for offline. I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories around dynamic difficulty, but then there's a different difficulty levels that you can salute when you're booting up. All right, gameplay styles, dynamic, personalized to learn. That's for like new people or people that are starting like a franchise that want if you're improving, you want the game to get a little harder as you improve. So that way you're not hitting 500, 600 every year unrealistically. So check swings, okay? They said they changed check swings and I can 100% confirm check swings are a lot harder in 21. You're not going to get very much going your way. Of course, you could practice it and get a little bit better, but I will say... yeah, you're not going to see a whole lot of check swing balls. You're going to see it occasionally. You're definitely going to see it occasionally. But if you fool somebody and they check swing, it's not going to look like this. That's like some like 20 type of stuff. That's some MLB The Show 20, not 21. Even though this is footage of 21. So, FYI, the check swing demons are going to be slayed a little bit. And that's all I got to say about that. So they went through and now they're going to show some stats on the number of perfect hits. I do have some sort of issue with their stats, how they're presented, right? There are lies, damn lies in statistics. Scammer, thanks for subbing. So let's talk about this right here. So exit velocity by hit type, cool. This isn't what I have a problem with. This is solid. Now here it is. All right, so, nope, next one, sorry. Perfect, good, just early, just late. Is it weird that like just early felt a little better? Just late being, what? Like here's, it felt like being just late was a death sentence, right? Just late fly balls where you basically center it up in your PCI was it was always a fly out to center field. Just early was only 84, which is, I mean, I guess it also includes a lot of those ones where you miss the ball with your PCI, whereas perfect doesn't. So I don't know. So it's a little bit of mixed, but the one I have a problem with, right? That tells a little bit of a story. Maybe tuned just late a little bit more, because like the hardest ball ever hit was grounded in a double play by I think it was it Stanton, and he was just late of it. So you could be just late and smack the hell out of the ball. So I want to talk about this. Here it is. All right. So the biggest problem with this, good. I mean, 550 feels right, but what they did was kind of hide good okay mid-season. So good okay, the biggest problem we had with this game last year was oftentimes frequently when you timed it up good and it was in the like center of your PCI or in your PCI, they gave you good okay. And it was very frustrating to see that because you're like, wait, that should have been a good. So that was like the problem, and it feels like it's masked by these stats a little bit, where a good at 550, great, okay. But good okay is 236, when it feels like we should have gotten good goods, but we ended up getting this. Now, I will say through the technical test, which I'm not saying it, I'm hearing other people saying it, because we can't talk about it, hitting felt a lot better. And I did not feel like this probably, if only, like, somebody asked about sinkers during the stream, and I couldn't talk because they were talking. Sinkers, now, they have the same motion, but it felt like, what up, gamer dude?
MLB, we can always use more hardwood.
Sorry, we're recording for YouTube, they can't hear you. Appreciate, yeah, more hard wooden balls in the den. Thanks, gamer. So, here's the issue, right? What the fuck was I saying? Oh, I swore. I gotta demonetize it a little bit. I lost my entire... Don't sub, guys. Don't sub. I hate it. Good, okay. I'm turning off my sound. I'm not gonna listen to you guys no more. Tech test. Good, okay. Good. I was about to make a goddamn fucking point, and I lost it. Oh, sinkers. Sinkers. Okay, so sinkers still have the same action in the new game, but they absolutely explode off the bat like cutters do, right? And it felt like I threw a sinker, it hit a guy's like edge of his PCI, and it just flew. I was like, how is that a home run? This is BS. So I think sinkers high, I think, and this is kind of a small sample size because I only played the game for like 6 days or whatever, they could get smacked, like if you leave a cutter in the zone. So like high sinkers, I think what they did to nerf was not necessarily change their motion or accuracy or anything like that. What they did was change how often their exit velocity goes crazy. All right, so par is a pitching thing that they're going to expand upon here in a second. 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect accuracy region. All right, so perfect accuracy region is going to be affected by energy, confidence, the pitcher that you have, the difficulty level that you're on, also what kind of pitching style you're on. So this one's on pinpoint pitching style, curveball, legend difficulty with Strasburg. Now, pinpoint is going to be the hardest one to do, and it's going to give you the most accurate if you nail it correctly. So there it is. That's basically, if you throw perfect, is going to end up in here, which is kind of crazy because like you don't want to throw your curveball here. You kind of want to throw it a little bit more off here. Also, like I found like sometimes at the bottom of the zone, because guys just slam their PCI, those aren't good ones either. And like high in the zone hangs a little bit. So yeah, this is on rookie. Obviously the pinpoint is super small. Here's a curveball in rookie. It's obviously inside the ball. So the higher you go, the higher this thing is going to be on difficulty, which makes a lot of sense for pitching, right? Higher difficulty, harder to make it located. And middle in curves are gross. They're kind of tough. Why is MLB trying to hide the TTS? What's the TTS? Can't believe they show those stats where face thinking they're accurate. Yeah. So here's like Blake Snell's 4 different ones. I don't know how much you guys want to look through that, but basically those are different perfect accuracy regions for you. If you're throwing those 4 different pitches. Now they did say during this part, which is something I took a little bit of like I don't know, is basically like he throws the curveball the least amount IRL, but based off this accuracy, he can throw the curveball in this game because the curves are very similar between every single pitcher. Right? It obviously changed a little bit based off the throw release spot and where it's going down. But like you can throw the curveball every single pitch. And it's going to be as effective as a lot of other people's curveballs, depending on, break, accuracy, that kind of stuff. But like it doesn't punish you that much in the game by going with this off speed. right? You could basically become a change-up curveball pitcher with Snell, and you're basically going to nail your accuracy a lot of times. So, I don't know. It's like, fundamentally, they're right. It's harder to throw. But in the end, because this thing is so wide, I can still locate it below the zone quite a bit. So, there's that balancing thing of it's a video game versus how much he actually throws at IRL. So, like, you don't have to match what he does IRL, but, like, they made mention that that's where the number 4 pitch is going to be. So, I don't really have a point I'm making there, but I wanted to make nothing with what I said anyways. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know what I meant there. But basically, you won't be punished for throwing the off speed that much. Fastball. So yeah, okay. So here's a big problem, right? Let me show it to you. So here are the different same pitcher, same level of difficulty, and here are the pitch styles. So pinpoint, which I'll go through in a second, is a very difficult, very high skill gap thing. Meter is going to be more accurate than pure analog, which I think is awful. Meter is easy. It's like, he said, oh, you can miss it high or low or whatever. Okay, here's the thing about meter. It's literally clicking a button 3 times, right? And like, okay, you can say analog just flicking down and up on the thumbstick, but they think clicking the thumb down and up is a difficult thing with pinpoint. But like, I don't know. I think analog and meter should be the same. I feel like they're the same amount of skill level between the two. But I think they nerfed analog because so many people are running it, right? I think this is one of those meta calls. They're like, okay, everybody was running analog. Everybody likes analog. Let's try and nerf it to get them into our other pitching styles, which I don't love, maybe because I'm an analog slut. But I think maybe we might have to start with meter next year. Because, I mean, this is a pretty decent difference. I mean, circumference-wise, does that cover like twice the area? I mean, this is obviously like crazy low. But I'm not going to go on pinpoint. Here's the thing about pitching, okay? The only reason I pitch in this game is so that way I can hit, right? Some people like pitching. I'm not that way at all. Pitching's just the time I have between hitting. So, like, pinpoint and what they're going to go through with pinpoint, can you still hit a perfect? Yes, they said you can. It's way too complicated. It's way too brainy. So, like, I don't know. Let me go forward to the pinpoint part after they go through this. Pinpoint pitching. Okay, so pinpoint pitching, gesture performance, GRD system, don't care. Okay, so let me go to the actual thing that I want to see. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see. This stuff is kind of crazy. So, look at all the different things you have to master. You're also going to have to master the timing between each one of your pitchers. Now, guys that are throwing from the stretch. Say you got a guy that throws a splitter from the stretch. Look at what you have to do. All right, so here's the start. Here's the start. Now watch it. Boom, 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 boom. All right? All from the stretch. You got to complete that in like a half a second. That's going to be very difficult. Like a lot of stuff. What's the knuckleball look like? Oh, that one not bad. What's the 12-6? 12-6. Boom, 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 boom. So it's like boom, 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 boom. All that dexterity with your thumb through a stretch for a 12-6 curveball. Like Clayton Kershaw with a runner on first, you might have to go pause and go back to pure analog or meter if you want to throw a curveball with any accuracy. So here's the thing. Like, it's cool and all, but I don't see a lot of people online liking this and using it a ton. It will be used. Like, there's no question that if they put something in the game new, that it's going to be used. But, boom, 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 I want you in my room. I was pulse pitching against all the Xbox and avoiding the strike zone in the tech test. Yeah. There's too many pitches in the game for the pinpoint. That was my problem. Is like, it was just too difficult. It was, like, and obviously it's a skill gap, and so too difficult is something that they want. But, man, it took a lot of mental energy. Because you also, here's the thing. You have to not only execute the pitch by doing all these different motions, you also have to throw the batter off of your predictable pattern. So if half of your brain power is going to be used doing different patterns on the grid, you're only using half your pattern, half your brain power to outthink the hitter and to outpitch him and to, like, Greg Maddux him. So I tried it. I went to practice mode. I tried it. I probably put in a half hour into practice mode, learning this, figuring it out. I played a bunch of games. After a while, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna I just want to know. I just want to outpitch people. I just want to throw people off timing wise. If it's a little inaccurate, whatever. I'm just gonna kind of throw what it is because sometimes there's such thing as controlled inaccuracy. You guys ever throw a slider and you mean it to go off the plate and then it you hit it in the middle and you catch the front part? It's like a front door slider. Yeah. So I don't know. In my opinion, it's a cool system, but I don't foresee it being used by a lot of people online as a big meta thing. If it does, I will be surprised. So, pinpoint pitching. Cool idea. Too hard for pitching. And then practice mode. This is the best thing that we saw. I love this. Practice mode, basically you can choose what pitch you want each pitcher to run, and then you get to choose the zone at which you have them throw. So if you're having trouble with Chapman fastballs high, or Chapman fastballs in, you just have them select the four-seamer, have them throw it all again and again at those zones. This practice mode is freaking awesome. This, because we can't really play the game as much. We don't have the game in our hands, but as a conceptual thing, this is the best thing they've added to the show 21. Conceptually, we haven't seen fielding or anything like that, but conceptually, I less this. How do you play? There was a beta. There was a tech test, they called it. All right, so practice mode. You also can practice pitching, etc., etc. They also mentioned improvements of swing timing, perfect hitting, base running. They talked about improvements. They went very quickly over base running. Base running was awful last year. How many times would you have a guy? Look, this didn't happen often, but I would have a guy. Oh, dang it! What happened here? Why did it stop? That's weird. Maybe I got to refresh. Let's go big face cam. How many times do you have a guy standing on third? Okay. Guy standing on third and then somebody on second would run to third base. There was no intelligence there for a lot of your runners. And MVP 05 had better base running than MLB 20. So, can you use a DD team in practice? No, but you can use their likeness. Because there's all-time teams in practice mode. So, here is the best thing. It's available on 420, aka 416 with a pre-order early access. Next Thursday will be a fielding overhaul. And then they have a legend tease right. Where's the legend tease? Did I miss the legend tease? Oh, yeah. Missed the legend tease, didn't I? Dang it. So they totally teased us, right? Obviously, they're showing a guy at shortstop. Wearing the Yankees. A funny number right there. Hit the shortstop for the Yankees. Uh-huh. Yeah. Outfield interactions, that was bad. So yeah, it's number 12. It's Alfonso Soriano. Here's the thing. Alfonso Soriano, he ain't chopped liver, right? I know a lot of people wanted Jeter, but dude, Alfonso Soriano stats. Let me show you this. During the prime juicing era, right? This guy was crazy. Where's it at? All right. Look at this stuff. 41 stolen bases, 39 home runs in 2002. Wow. 46 home runs, 41 stolen bases in 2006. This guy is going to be insane. Insane. Over there. But yeah, theme team. I don't know if you guys care about theme teams as much. Madden theme teams are a big deal. New York, Texas, Washington, Chicago. And they went back to New York at the end there. Speed and power at second base. Is this going to be a better Hornsby? I know he only swings it from one side, same with Hornsby, but I think Alomar, it's between Alomar and this guy, right? That's right, because he'll get an early card in the year because he's a new legend. But dude, the speed and power combo, if they gave him a 2006, dude, he finished 6th in the MVP voting. With a 40-40 season at second base. His stance isn't going to be good. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, his stance might be a little too crowded, might be a little too upright, but Funny. Funny. I mean, wild. 46-41. Yeah, he could have a long swing. Anyways, that's it for the video breaking down Diamond Dynasty. Sorry, breaking down gameplay updates for next year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching Call to Action. See you tomorrow.